Hi everyone, we are going to talk about writing a haiku. So you should have watched the video by now about writing a haiku. So you know that a haiku is a Japanese poem that does not rhyme. It is a poem that describes something in nature. Sometimes they describe things in nature and sometimes other things. Haiku poems have 3 lines with a certain number of syllables in each line. So line 1 has 5, line 2 has 7, and line 3 has 5. Okay, so here is an example. It says the ocean. Beautiful ocean, roaring waves crash down on me, floating in the foam. So if we count the syllables, we can, if we say them as syllables, so there's beautiful ocean. So there's 5 there. And then roaring waves crash down on me. So there's 7 there. And floating in the foam. And there's 5 there. So the trickiest part to writing a haiku is finding the right words that have the right number of syllables, but also say what you want to say, right? So the person that wrote this might have started out by thinking, well, I want to say pretty ocean, but then realized, well, I should use the word beautiful because it has more syllables and I need more syllables. And then maybe they wanted to say, big waves crash down on me, but realized, well, I need a longer word, so I'm going to put roaring. Okay? You'll notice that the lines of a poem do not have to be complete sentences. They can be just words or phrases. Okay? All right, let's look at the next page. So this page, you have this page in your folder as well. This is the planning page. So when you think about what you would like to write for your haiku, you plan on here. So I'm just going to show you, when I wrote my haiku, I decided I wanted to write about hummingbirds. So what in nature are you describing? I'm describing hummingbirds. Okay, write down what you see in here. So this can just be your thoughts. So when I hear hummingbirds, I notice a hovering noise. Okay. I like to see them drink nectar from flowers. Okay, so that's some of my thoughts about hummingbirds. Now it says, now make that shorter, choosing less words. So I know that I'm going to be writing a poem, so it's not going to be so many words. It doesn't have to be in complete sentences at all. So what I really like about hummingbirds is that they hover. So I'm going to write hover. I'm going to write nectar. I'm going to write flight. Those are some of the words that I want to have in there. All right, so now I think of a title. So I'm just going to call it The Hummingbird. Okay, so now I have to think of a first line that has 5 syllables. So what I really love is when you can get kind of close to a hummingbird. So my first line is going to be hovering closely. Okay, so I'm going to check and see, is that enough syllables? So hovering closely, yes, that's 5 syllables. Okay, and then I want to talk about how a hummingbird drinks nectar from a flower. But when I think about it, I think, well, drink isn't exactly the word I like. Maybe I'll put sipping nectar from, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't put a flower. Maybe I'll put flowers. Okay, so sipping nectar from flowers. Yes, that's 7. Okay, and I was thinking about how it seems to me that a hummingbird is kind of like a miracle. So I'm going to say miracle of flight. Okay, obviously I had a lot more time to think about this than just thinking of it right now. I had more time, and you will have more time as well. Miracle of flight, so that's 5 syllables. Okay, so then when I did my final copy of my haiku, I put it on the paper that you have in your folder, and I did an illustration, and I put my name there. So that's what you're going to do for your haiku about nature.